Gonna say if I get some note, I'm on one. Can you grab my phone from that back corner? It's on the charger. That's right. You see those blue chairs? It's right above that. It says we live. I'm about to show now. Find out. Yo, so we live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So I just heard something bleep. So I think I got a notification. Yeah, she went out on the tube for sure. She's on the tube. Sound is bold as usual. So that's too wild. All right, let me see if this on the book. Let me see if she's on the book. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It's looking real too wild, yo. It's looking real too wild. Kind Twitter. Okay. So I see it on Twitter. She posted it on Twitter. So she, yeah, we live on Twitter right now, my guy. Who you telling? Who you telling? Well, kind, I got it. I put them up there. Yeah. News. Copy. So I'm gonna go back to StreamYard and I'm gonna post this attendance in there. I guess it'll send it to all of them. Yeah, shalom. Shalom. Yabashim Yashar Rakathon. Yabshama Lathan Bashem Yahushai. Everybody tuning in all over the world. The Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commandant General Yohana. But we are not affiliated with any other Christian organizations, Muslim mosques, or any religious institutions. ISUPK stands alone in this fight, teaching the truth of the Bible since 1969, that every so-called Black, every so-called Latino or Hispanic, every so-called Native American, every so-called West Indian, every so-called Haitian are the true Jews of the Bible, and our oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You understand? We're gonna hold it down till Officer Mazerat gets here. Um, yes, sir. Yes, sir. If there's any questions you got, you can type them in the chat, whether you on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter. You understand? Um, Answer all your questions. You know, this is the Wednesday law class. So the topic tonight, we'll be teaching that Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans definitely need to turn back to the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments. And we've been told lies about the law being done away with. We've yielded and submitted to our so-called theological and biblical scholars in the Christian church, and they've taught us a bunch of lies. You understand? Not just not just lies about whether or not Jesus was Yahushua was Joseph's son biologically. You understand? Not just lies about whether or not Adam and Eve were the first two human beings on the planet. But lies about whether or not we should still be obeying the God of the Bible. I don't understand what the hell we doing with the Bible if we ain't got to obey the man. You know what I'm saying? If we ain't got to obey the Most High, then what the hell is the point of the Bible? What's the point of it? You understand? When the whole Bible is about the Most High's relationship with his children, his expectations, what happens when we meet those expectations, what happens when we fail to meet those expectations. You understand? So, Officer Mazarak is going to clear up all that tonight, all right? Pass the class over to Preaching Officer Mazarak. She running live, yo. She just go ahead and... Shalom, sis. Mazarak, just drop that.
Get it going. All right. Let's clap it up. Right. Shalom, Israel. Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua Brakatata Akim. Yahweh Shamar Al-Tham Bahashem Yahushua Akwakim. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. Understand? We are not affiliated with any other group. And since 1969, we have been bringing out the truth of the Bible, man. That truth is that the so-called black man, the so-called native man, the so-called Hispanic is, in fact, the true Jew according to this Bible. You understand? And the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You understand? This Bible is real heavy to our culture and to our heritage. If you are a so-called black, Hispanic, or a native, you understand me? Because this Bible is pertaining to you, it is all about you. You understand? The Christian church will try to sway you, have you believe that the Most High loves the world, he loves everybody, and you can just follow your lust, follow your own personal desires, you understand? And the Most High will still be with you, or you'll still be in the best graces of the Most High. When that is the furthest from the truth that it could be, you understand me? Like, if you're a so-called black, Hispanic, and native, the Most High is your father, you understand me?
That's right.
And that comes with rules that not like you should obey, but you must obey. You understand me? Like, right. He didn't really give you an option. He gave you a blueprint. You understand me? And he expects you to follow it. You understand me? Because that is your wisdom. You understand me? That is your playbook. You know what I mean? Like, if a coach got good plays, you know what I mean? That coach be winning championships. You can't. It'll probably be in your best interest to follow his plays. You understand me? Get on the same coordinates with that coach, because that coach knows what he's doing. You understand me? You take it upon yourself and want to follow your own rules and do your own thing, you're going to end up how we are now as a people. We are destroyed. You understand me? We have been destroyed from the beginning. You understand me? Like, how many times will we make the same mistake? You understand me? And keep making the same mistake, expecting a different result. You understand me? We're gonna get in this Bible a little bit, though. We're gonna start off Hosea 4:6. You say the get into the to what's going on with our people. Yeah, let's get it.
Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. My people
are
are destroyed.
They are destroyed. Our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, man. Read that again.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
We are destroyed because their Christian pastor tells them it is okay to be a homosexual. You understand me? They are destroyed because their pastor says it's all good if you can't stop smoking weed. The weed is in the Bible. You can smoke it. No, it is not. You understand me? And that's why my people are destroyed. Read.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge, as we do on a regular basis every day. We reject this knowledge. You understand me? We're on these street corners. We're on the internet. We're giving you this knowledge and you reject it. You understand me? Read.
I will also reject thee.
And that's why we're in poverty, you understand me? That's why we're down bad out here, because the Most High is not with us right now, you understand me? He expects us to live a certain way. If you're not living that way that your Father wants you to live, He's going to punish you, you understand me? We are on punishment, you understand me? So-called black man, so-called Hispanic man, so-called Native man, because we rather listen to our oppressor, you understand? We rather take on his customs, we rather take on his culture, which led us nowhere, leading us nowhere, and is never going to get us anywhere. You understand? I don't know how long we think that we can follow them. You see, they're living lovely. You understand me? They can do what they're doing. They're not poverty. You understand me? We're following behind them, and we are the ones that end up in poverty. You understand me? We got any more on that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, read.
That thou shalt be no priest to me.
We should be no priest to the Most High, man. You understand me? But in the ISUPK under Command General Yohana, there is priests. You understand me? We are out here trying to fix our people. You understand me? Because your Christian pastor will not try to fix his people. You understand me? He wants to fix them pockets. You understand me? He want to prosper those pockets. You understand me? Yeah, you got any more on that?
Con.
Okay, read.
Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God.
I've forgotten the law. Okay, now if your Christian pastor try to tell you why would you forget it if it was okay to forget it? You understand me? The Most High said, because we have forgotten. You understand me? That means He never wanted us to forget the law. You understand me? The law was always supposed to prosper. The law was always supposed to be here and never was supposed to leave, unlike others will have you believe. You understand me? Read.
I will also forget thy children.
And our children are forgotten. You understand me? And that's why we are born into sin. You understand me? Evil controls the world. You understand me? This wickedness controls the world, and it will keep controlling this world until we get back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. You understand me? And following what we're supposed to follow. You understand me? Like the Most High expected us and put in this book. You understand me? For us to do. You understand me? After that, let's drop that. I'm gonna get to it. Isaiah 9:15 next. Isaiah chapter 9 verse 15. You understand? Because you got that, warrior? All right, that's good.
Isaiah chapter 9 verse 15. The ancient and honorable.
The ancient and the honorable. Anybody know who the ancient and the honorable is? You got, sis?
Is it us?
The ancient and the honorable. No. Sir?
The Most High.
Good. Get that off your head. You know what I'm saying? That's just the Most High. You understand me? The ancient and the honorable. You know what I mean? The everlasting and everlasting. You understand me? Read.
He is the head.
He is the head. That's the head. That's who the head does what? The head controls it, thinks for you, makes the movement. The head is the head. The head of the table. The head of the household. You understand me? The head is over everything. You understand me? Read.
And the prophet that teacheth lies.
The prophet that teacheth lies. Creflo Dollar. You understand me? TD Jakes. You understand me? We got read.
He is the tail.
He is the tail, man. The tail is last. You understand me? The tail is the least. I mean, the tail is not much. You understand me? Read.
Verse 16. For the leaders of this people cause them to err.
And that's our problem. Our leaders that are supposed to help us and put us on the right track are bad at their job. You understand me? They're not good at helping the so-called black, so-called native, and the so-called Hispanic out of the situation we're in. You know what I mean? Like it's a church in every neighborhood. You understand? Every bad neighborhood, every in the hood. You understand me? And where it's heavy poverty, guess what? There's a church there, and that church is doing nothing for those people.
It's more than one church in every neighborhood.
One
You
kind.
understand? There's way more than one church.
One kind.
There's no shortage of churches, and like you were saying, it was heavy. You know, like they're terrible at their job. You understand? They're terrible at the instructions that they give people who come to them for instruction.
Yeah.
You understand? And the only instruction that they give is, you know, follow your heart. You know, have your own personal relationship with God. Close your eyes, talk to God, and He'll tell you what to do. What? That's called your own voice. You understand?
Right.
So they teach us to be, you know, gods of our own. That voice that's in our head that says, you know, should I do this? Should I do that? If you want to do it, that voice is going to say, yeah, do it. If you don't want to do it, then that voice is going to tell you not to do it, because it's you wanting to do it or not do it.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
That's right.
Yeah, and that's what it is. Like our leadership is terrible. You know what I mean? Our leadership shows us to do it one way when that is totally the wrong way to do it, and that's not how the Most High wants us to do it. You understand me? Read.
Verse 7.
You know, let's get back to 16. Let's get 16 from the top. Let's get more on that. 16.
Verse 16.
For
the leaders of this people cause them to err.
The leaders of this people cause them to err. What does it mean to err?
To make mistakes.
Right. Our leaders cause us to make mistakes against the Most High. You understand me? When they should be pointing us in the right direction, like what you would get, the guidance you would get in this ISUPK. You understand me? Under command of General Yohana. You understand me? They give you the worst guidance. They give you the worst advice. You understand me? They give you bad advice. It's not going to help you, and it's never going to help you, because they'll tell you what you want to hear. You understand me? They keep those seats filled in their church. You understand me? They'll tell you what you want to hear so they can get that new plane. You understand me? They'll tell you what you want to hear so you can be like that recent pastor that wants his congregation to get him a watch. You understand me? Oh, yeah, he's going to tell you what you want to hear for that watch. He wants that watch. He waited all year for that watch. You understand me? But they're not going to tell us what is suitable for us, because that's not what we want to hear from them. And they know that they're not coming to church no more if I don't tell them what they want to hear. You know what I mean? And that's the wrong way to go about it. You understand me?
So like you just said, it's heavy. They don't tell us, you know, the truth about the Bible in terms of the Most High's expectation, because they themselves can't meet that expectation. You understand? Like they fall short of the glory of God. You understand? Their righteousness is as a filthy rag to the Most High.
Right.
Like they're involved in all kinds of scandals, all types of adultery, all types of drug addiction, all types of prostitution. That's why they teach that doctrine of, you know, you don't have to obey the laws. You know, or if you break all the laws, you just tell God you're sorry, and then keep it moving.
Right.
So that when they get caught up in their scandal, like they always do, then they just tell their congregation that they're human. You understand? And we all make mistakes. So keep coming on in and dropping that money in the bucket, and we can all just go and make all the mistakes in the world. You understand? And that's a terrible, terrible thing to do to the Most High's people. And they will be held accountable for that.
Right. That's what we mess up at. The Most High never said, be like your pastor. You understand me? The Most High said, the house I said, be perfect like the Father. You understand me?
That's right.
Not like your pastor. You understand me? Your pastor is a greedy dog. You understand me? Your pastor is devious and he's lustful. You understand me? Your pastor probably got a PPP loan. You understand me? He's going to jail for fraud. You understand me? He's going down. Saki. He's going down. Let's get some more of this Bible.
And they that are led of them are destroyed.
And we are destroyed out here, man. Read.
Verse 17. Therefore the Lord shall have no joy in their young men.
And he said, have no joy, and they don't. Understand me? We are out here running wild, and the Most High have no joy in that. You understand me? That's why he's plaguing us with monkeypox. You understand me? That's why he plagues us the beef person diseases, no matter what it is, HIV, diabetes. You understand me? High blood pressure, you name it. The so-called black, so-called Hispanic, and so-called native is at the top of that. You understand me? We are the number one in gun violence towards each other and all of that. You understand me? Read.
Neither shall have no mercy on their fatherless and widows.
He has no mercy. You understand me? He's letting everything happen. You understand me? Until you get back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. You understand me? But that brings me to my topic. Let's go ahead and get into it. We're gonna get to Matthew. We're gonna start Matthew 5 and 17. Getting these laws, and this is Wednesday night law class, and we're going to get into the fact that these laws are not done away with. You understand me? These laws are here. These laws are not going anywhere. You understand me? The best bet is what they say: get down and lay down. Just get down and lay down. You understand me? Start obeying these laws, statutes, and commandments. You understand me? Okay, let me get to it. Slocky, give me a second. So, all right, Matthew 5 and 17. You got it. All right, let's go.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law.
Think not, you understand me, that I come to destroy the law. That means don't even think it, you know what I mean? Don't think that I came to destroy the law, you understand me? What color are these words here?
Red.
And what's it mean when the colors are red in the Bible? What's that mean? Sis? Good, give her a hand. Now, when these colors are red in your Bible, you understand me? That means that's Yahweh Shai, you understand me speaking right there. You know what I mean? Read.
Or the prophets.
He says, do not think that I come to destroy the law. You know, what's it mean to destroy?
Get rid of or damage.
Right. He ain't come to change these laws, to damage them, to throw them out the window. Like what the pastor said? He died for all our sins, so we can keep sinning. You know what I mean? We can do whatever we want because the Yahweh Shai died for it already. Sir?
They say we're not under the law, we're under grace because Christ died.
Under
so
grace.
Now, you know what I mean? Now everything is just, get a pass for it.
Mm-hmm.
All those expectations. They say he was perfect, died blameless.
Mm-hmm.
So now, he conquered the law. That because he did it perfectly,
right.
We no longer have to do it, which is absolutely contradictory to all the scripture. You understand? Like everywhere in the Bible, we're gonna see tonight. I know you're gonna pull up drugs. That's not what the Bible says. That's not what Christ himself is sitting here saying in Matthew. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
He's not even saying it. He's clearing up that type of misconception. Ain't it funny how this book is so prophetic?
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like he knew that, they were going to be talking this nonsense in 2022. You understand?
Right.
And he's like, hold on, let me get this straight before y'all get it all confused.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get that in your head.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so like.
Right. Don't sweat. Yeah, that's what he said. I think not, because he knew your crystal pastor was going to be out here telling people that nonsense. He said, think not that I came to destroy these laws. You know what I'm saying? I didn't come to destroy these laws. I didn't die for you to keep committing the same sin that I died for. You know, I died so you can see that I was able to overcome. But let's do that from the top. Let's bring it back from the top, verse 17.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
Think not that I am come to destroy the law,
mm-hmm.
or the prophets.
Or the prophets, you understand me? I didn't come to destroy the law or destroy the prophets. When he means the prophets, he's talking about the people who came before him. You know what I mean? Like Moses, he came with the law, you understand me? Isaiah, they came with the law, you understand me? Adam, the first was to get the law, understand? Like when he got that breath of life, you understand me? He got the law, statutes, and commandments, you understand me? So he can function and be what the Most High expected him to be, and to pass it on and keep passing it on. Sir?
And to be different from all the other nations around him, man.
Right.
So that's the Most High is asking us to be different. Mm-hmm. He knows how everybody else gets down. That's how he, that's what made him tell us those specific things. He saw they were eating everything that moves. Okay, you only eat these things. You understand? Don't eat those things. Saw them worshiping all these gods. Yeah, don't go worship all these other gods. Just worship me, the one true God. You understand? Like he based our rules and our culture to be different from everybody else. Not like America's melting pot where everybody assimilates to be patriotic Americans that, everybody's cultures blend together and bleed into each other and they all kind of conform to each other. The Most High's demand of the children of Israel is to be separate, and that's perfect for him. You understand? Like, it's intentional,
And that's a heavy point, because if people really let that set in their head the way it was supposed to, they would carry themselves and move a little differently. You realize the children of Israel we're special, man. We're not like everybody else, and the Most High never intended for us to be like everyone else. You understand me? Instead of us assimilating to everyone else's customs and cultures, they're supposed to be assimilating to ours. You understand me? They're supposed to be following, doing what we do, instead of it being the other way around where we want to do what they do, you know what I mean, and sin against the Most High, because they're allowed to do it. We're not. You understand? The Most High is not allowing us and not going to allow us to act the way they act. You understand me? Read, Salakia. Look at more of this Bible. Read.
I am not come to destroy.
He said it again. Yahweh said it twice, so that's how heavy it is. He had to say it twice. You understand me? He said, I am not coming to destroy. You understand me? Read.
But to fulfill.
But to fulfill. Who knows what fulfill means? Was it in this context? Anyone want to take a strike at what fulfill would mean? What you got?
To complete or follow.
To complete. You know what I mean? To carry it out. To complete. Like, he came to show you it could be done. Yeah, he didn't come to change it. He didn't come to say, do it like this instead of the way Moses was saying it. No, he said, I'm going to do it the same exact way, but I'm going to show you that, guess what? This can be done. And guess what? It was done. You understand me? Yahweh shall live by the law, statutes, commandments. His whole existence here. You understand me? He didn't go through half his time and then say, I ain't got to do that no more. You understand me? He kept it through the whole time. You understand me? Read.
Verse 18. For verily I say unto you.
For verily, so truly I say unto you.
Till heaven and earth pass.
Till heaven and earth pass. What would heaven be in this context? Anyone know? What would heaven be in this context?
The sky.
Get that man a hand. It'll be the sky, you know what I'm saying? And earth, that's two different places, you understand me? And heaven and earth, the earth is here, right? Read. On the ground, the earth is ground, you understand me? Like, we standing on it, you understand me? The earth is ground. Here's my with a cross up, and he said, made him touch earth. You understand? Made him touch earth, you understand? He touched that ground, you understand me? He touched earth. But, read.
One jot or a little or tittle shall in no wise pass from the law.
Right. Now he's saying, so verily, until heaven and earth pass. And what does it even mean to pass? And it's not a basketball. What's it mean to pass?
To vanish or perish.
Good. Like when somebody pass away, when you pass, it's over. It's done. Is heaven and earth still here? Heaven and earth is still here. So let's continue to read.
Till all be fulfilled.
Okay, so we're saying, okay, let's read that from the top. Let's get it again. Let's read it from the top. 18.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 18. For verily I say unto you.
Okay, so truly I say unto you.
Till heaven and earth pass.
So the stars in this earth, you know what I mean, that ground goes away.
One jot.
A jot would be like got the little detail, you understand? Read.
Or one tittle.
One tittle, like the dot to I, you understand me? Read.
In no wise shall in no wise pass from the law.
So that means these things have to be the littlest detail, you understand me? The littlest piece of this law should not go away, you know what I mean? It should not go. Read.
Till all be fulfilled.
Till all be fulfilled, you understand me? So how are they telling you the law is done away with? You don't have to do. That's why our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, and our leaders cause us to err. You understand me? Because your pastor's going to tell you it's all good. Go ahead, sing and dance real quick. put something on that collection plate. Come put this water on your back. You understand me? Let me dump your head real quick. You know what I mean? That's not helping our people. That's not helping our situation. And that's not, you know what I mean? That's not helping nothing. It's destructive. You understand me? And that's why we are still destroyed as a people. You understand me? But the Most High thought about them. Though. Let's get to 19. He still kept them in mind. Read.
Verse 19. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments.
So whosoever therefore shall break one of the least commandments. You understand me? He said even the least commandment. You know what I'm saying? So how's the laws done away with when he don't even want you breaking the least of them? You can't even break the least of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and guess you can't break most of them. You know what I mean? So let's keep reading.
And shall teach men so.
And shall teach men so. Does that sound like it sound like your boy TD Jakes, right? You know what I mean? He's gonna tell you that the Most High Slaki, that Yahweh Shai is from Edom, right? They tell you Yahweh Shai is the so-called white man. You know what I'm Read. I mean Slaki, sir.
Like the ones that don't teach that he white, they teach that he don't have no color.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Like
right.
a historical figure
Mm-hmm.
had no ethnicity.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Or race.
Right.
He was hell. I guess they claim he was either a rainbow, which is all colors. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Or transparent. You know what I'm saying? See through, clear, like a ghost.
Right.
We got to come up out of the Christian church, man.
Definitely do. You understand me? That's how they do that. They teach you nothing that's going to help you. They say you to break all the commandments because your pastor is not a good role model to go off when it comes to these laws, types of commandments. Good role model to go off is the ISUPK and the command in Yohana. Understand me? And we'll show you how to keep these laws, you understand me, these statutes and commandments. You know what I mean? The righteous way. You understand me? Read.
He shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven.
He should be called the least. You understand? He's gonna be carrying around the signs. You understand? We had to go to camp. He'll be the one carrying those signs. You understand? He will be cleaning bathrooms in the kingdom of heaven. You know what I'm saying? Read.
But whosoever shall do and teach them.
And that would be the ISUPK and the commandant John Yohana. We do and teach them to be carried out the proper way. You understand me? Read.
The same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven.
Right, you got it right there. That would be called great in the kingdom of heaven. We're not leading our people astray. You understand me? We're trying to help our people get back on the right track that has been so far wandered from. You know what I mean? Like we got to get back on that track. You understand? We get back on that road. You know what I mean? And get this thing together, my man. Like you know what I mean? Rocky. Let's get back to this Bible. We're gonna go next to Matthew 5 and 48. Let's get 5 and 48. Let's get some of that. Read.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 48. Be ye therefore perfect.
Mm-hmm. Be ye therefore perfect. You know what I mean? What's it mean to like be perfect?
No mistakes.
No. Yes, but in a certain sense of, let's read the rest of it and get it.
Even as your Father, which is in heaven, is perfect.
It's like, go for it.
Keeping the statutes and
Give him a hand. Give him a hand. Keeping these statutes and commandments is going to be making you perfect. You understand me? It gives you a better way to live, a righteous way to live, a perfect way to live. You understand me? Under the Most High's guidance. Sir?
It's like this scripture is so heavy because, I mean, it's giving you an order, right? It's saying be ye therefore perfect. It ain't saying, like, you don't have to be perfect. Ain't nobody perfect.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do it. You know, it's not giving you room for excuses. It's not giving you an expectation of failure.
Mm-hmm.
It's an expectation of achievement, man.
Mm-hmm.
And excellence. And that's how hard we gotta work. We gotta work to be perfect, man. What like how the hell hard work are you? How hard are you working if you only try and get a 65 on the test? You know what I'm saying? Like how hard are you really studying if you only, if you just want to pass with a 60? Mm-hmm. Like how hard now how hard are you studying if you're trying to get a 100%? It's a different amount of effort in that. You understand? It's like, listen, be ye therefore perfect. Like that explains why the Christian church, like there's no fight in the Christian church. to serve the Lord. You understand? Like, because all you gotta do is believe that Jesus exists. Almost like a poll. Like there's gonna be a poll when Christ returns. You know what I'm saying? That says, you believe in Jesus, you know, and you just raise your hand if you believe, and now everybody's, you know what I'm saying, redeemed and saved. That's terrible. That's horrible logic. You understand? The Most High wants to see his children fight for his approval, man. He wants to, like, it is a spiritual battle that we fight every day, day in and day out. And the Christian church does not teach us to fight against lust and fight against wicked desires and fight against sin. They teach us to be okay with, you know, submitting to it and being a slave to it, and to just ask God for forgiveness if you go that far and just believe that Jesus exists.
Right.
When the Lord wants us to fight, you understand? He wants us to battle. It is a warfare. And the only place you're going to learn that this is a war and how to fight that war is in the ISUPK.
You understand me? That's how simple it is. It's like if your father tells you to clean that room, you understand me? I want you to clean that room, and I want it to be spotless. You understand me? That don't mean you said, well, I believe he wants me to clean the room, but I don't think he wants me to clean all of the room. I think maybe I can leave those clothes over there, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna clean up under there, you know what I mean? I ain't gotta do it all. No, he said clean that whole room. You understand me? You don't mean pick and choose. Everybody can't clean the room. Yes, you can clean that room. You understand me? Get your house in order out. You understand me? Clean your room. Get back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. You understand me? Let's get Matthew 19 and 17. We hear it so much that we do it like nobody can do it. Nobody can. It is possible. It can be done. You know what I mean? Like, it's not grievous. Let's get that.
Matthew chapter 19, verse 17. And he said unto him, why callest thou me good? There is none good but one.
He said, why callest thou me good? You understand me? There is none good but one. And who is that one?
That is God.
The Most High. You understand me? But read.
But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments.
Now, God, he's basically saying, like, if you want to enter into life, keep these commandments. You understand me? That is your life. That is not death. You keep these commandments, helping you out. You understand me? It's keeping you alive out here. You understand me? Not following these commandments leads to death. You understand me? You're gonna die. You're gonna fall into drug addiction. You understand me? You're gonna fall into homosexuality. You understand me? Get monkeypox. You're gonna eat all the pork, all the shrimp, crab, and lobster. You understand me? Get diabetes. You understand me? You're gonna get some feet cut off. You understand me? These laws are here to help us. You understand me? The laws are here to give us a certain sense, not even a sense, a direction. It's here to give us a direction. Like, people are quick to, like, not follow the law and think it's better to not follow the law, but who followed the law in this Bible when it didn't help them? Who followed the law and failed? Like, see, they already get following the laws. You know what I mean? You don't follow these laws and fail. You follow these laws and you succeed because you follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. They're here. It's right. The blueprint is here. You understand? And this is a winning blueprint. The blueprint has not really lost a lot of games. You understand me? The pastor's blueprint, oh, they lose all the time. They get blown out. You said you go to that playbook, you getting blown out. You understand? Let's get. Hey, we got any more on that? We're gonna go to Romans 15 and 4. Romans 15 and 4. Let's get some of that. You know what I mean? If you're online, sign in to attendance, you know what I mean? Get credit for ISUPK benefits. You know, get your Hebrew name, you know what I mean? We're going to get Romans 15 and 4. All right. And this is the New Testament. You understand me? Now we're into the New Testament talking about these laws. Read.
Romans chapter 15, verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
For whatsoever things were written a four time. Does anybody know what a four time would mean? A four time? You got something for it, sis? You know what a four time would mean?
Maybe repeat it.
Close. A four time? What you got?
Like before.
Yeah. There you go. Like it was written a four time. Like your ancestors, like the men before you wrote it and it was written again. You know what I mean? It was written in the Old Testament and now it's written again. You know what I mean? In this New Testament, it was written a four time. Like they talked about this in the Old Testament. Now we're bringing it out again. We talked about it before. You understand? Read.
That we through patience and comfort.
We're gonna Salaki. Read it from the top again, Salaki.
Verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
And we're written for our learning, man. Like it was written aforetime, and it was written for your learning. It was for you to learn these laws, statutes, commandments. You know what I mean? Learn how to obey them and be a better person. He's not telling you to do this to punish you. You understand? He's not telling you to take this way because he knows that way lead to the destruction. He knows which way it leads, and he wants to help you. And that's Salaki, sir.
No, just it's like a manual, like a car.
Come.
You buy the car, it comes with a manual, no sweat.
Right.
When you want to know things about that car, when things are going wrong, light bulbs out or where this is or where that is, you can always refer to that manual to figure it out. You understand? Right. To know what's what. And that's what this Bible is for the children of Israel, man. Like we supposed to realize our car ain't running too right. You know what I mean? Like we need, to access different parts of this vehicle to try to figure out what's going on with it. And that's what the Bible is. The Bible is that manual for us to look at our lives, man. Is it our lack of brotherhood that's hurting us? You know what I mean? What does this manual say about how I'm supposed to treat my brother? You understand? Our relationships are full of turmoil. You're getting into it with our rib or whatever all day and night. What does the Bible say about that? Is there something in this manual that addresses that issue? Huh? All of our health issues. Is there something in here dealing with health that we, maybe we don't understand? Is it what we're putting into our bodies? You understand? Is it because the Bible says, take heed to physician? You understand? We're supposed to respect that doctor. We're supposed to go get checked out, man. We're supposed to just run around here trying to walk off every illness. You know what I'm saying? Like that Bible is a manual, man. That we are supposed to go into for answers. But again, we sit in a Christian church that's full of these manuals, but the incompetent leadership sets the daggone manual aside and just tells the organist to, hit them chords, and the drummer to, hit them cymbals, right? And the flamboyantly homosexual choir leader to, get the choir to sing, and they just aim to entertain and distract from the issues. You understand? But I guess that's all you can do if you don't have any answers. If you don't know how to go into that book and use that manual to solve problems, then I guess that's all you can do is just entertain. It's like a baby when it's crying, you go peekaboo. You know what I mean? The baby crying because its stomach might be hurting, it might be gassy. You know what I mean? It might be in pain, and all you talking about is peekaboo. Right. Trying to distract them from what's hurting them. You understand? Or what's wrong with them. Man, look, we got to get out of that Christian church, man. ISUPK.com, man. Find the nearest one in the city near you.
Hey, go to the website, but that's all it is. The Christian church is a temporary fix. Yeah, you feel good on Sunday, you're singing your songs, you know what I mean? You're having your praise and your worship and all that stuff, and then on Monday you're wilding out again, you understand me? Tuesday the same, you understand me? All week you're doing everything unrighteously because you didn't learn anything. You was taught that it's okay to be the disgusting person you are, you understand me? Your pastor doesn't want to change you. He wants your change, but he don't want to change you.
That's right.
You know what I mean? You don't want to change you though, but that's the way it is, and that's the way it's always going to be. That's why I would tell you, take heed and get out that Christian church, find the nearest ISUPK close to you, and get into class and learn the right way that the Most High wants you to serve Him. You understand me? and not the way your pastor tell you to serve the Most High, because he's gonna read one scripture to you, you understand me, and do his own thing the rest of the time. You know what I mean? You get the understanding of what these scriptures mean in the ISUPK, you understand me? We can get some more of this Bible. Where we at with it? All right, read.
That we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
See, we through patience, you understand me? That patience, that's a big word, patience. You know what I mean? You learn patience in this Bible, you understand me? And comfort. You'll get comfort with these words, this manual, you understand me? Sir?
So like, if I may,
Mm-hmm.
you know, patience is a skill of self-control, isn't it? Ain't that what it's all about? This self-discipline,
Mm-hmm.
self-control, being able to not act when you first, you know, impulsively might want to, being able to control yourself.
Mm-hmm.
The scriptures are, you'll learn patience in here.
Right.
You'll learn self-control, and you'll also learn comfort.
Right.
That comfort is, you know, Christ coming back. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
This condition that we are in collectively, this ain't the end of it. That's
Mm-hmm.
comforting to me.
Right.
Even on this struggle, it's comforting to know that Christ's gonna return.
Right.
You understand? And everything we went through in our childhoods, you understand? All the abuse and all the oppression, man, it'll all get sorted out. You
Mhm.
understand? That
Yeah.
thing that in our community that is constantly fleeting, that justice that we march for, that we sing for,
Mhm.
that we vote for, you understand? That we rally for, that we boycott for, all of that
Mhm.
stuff, that hold hands for, that Stockholm, we love them for, trying
Right.
to love them into justice,
Right.
that we never get.
Right.
It is a very rare instance when the Black, Hispanic, and Native American community get justice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's comfort in the scriptures to know that there will be justice for
Okay.
all of this. You understand? There will be justice. That's comforting.
That's comfort. You understand me?
So, like-
And that's heavy, because that discipline is needed. You understand me? The Most High gives us rules, because rules and that discipline make everything run better. Imagine if you were on a basketball court and there was no rules. Everybody running around doing their own thing. You understand me? It would be nothing but mayhem. You understand me? And the way and disorientation, the way it is in life today. You understand me? It is all things discombobulated. You don't know which way you're going. So-called Black man, Hispanic man, Native man. You understand me? Everything is just because we have no discipline. We have no rules, but we have rules in these scriptures. You understand me? And that's the comfort. You understand me? Because you won't have to figure it out. You can go to these scriptures and figure out right there. Not even figure it out, get told what the best move is to make. You understand me? That's the way it is. Let's get after that. We're gonna go to 1 John 2 and 1 John chapter 2 verse 3. Let me know when you got that. But that is the comfort. You understand me? You don't have to try to take heed to yourself, a teacher. You understand me? Go to these scriptures and find out what should be done. Warrior, let's go with it.
1 John chapter 2, verse 3. And hereby we do know that we know him.
Hereby we do know that we know him. Mm-hmm.
If we keep his commandments.
It says, and hereby we do know that we know him. And what do you think the second know would mean? Like, you know what I mean? They said no twice. What you got, sir?
No, just saying is, you know, you want to know if you really know God? You want to
Mhm.
know if you really like in allegiance with Him?
Mhm.
If you really on the same page with Him?
Mm-hmm.
If you really on His side?
Mm-hmm.
If you really on His team? This is it. If you want to know, if you want, you know what I'm saying? Like in line with Him and in order with Him.
Mm-hmm.
If you know, do you want to know how you can tell if you know Him?
Mm-hmm.
And then that's the rest. Then the second part.
Uh-huh. And this is this is the New Testament still. You understand me? Read.
If we keep his commandments.
If we keep his commandments. You understand me? It didn't say the commandments are done away with. You understand me? It said, you know, if you keep his commandments still. You understand me? In the New Testament. If you keep his commandments still. You understand me?
So like the Christian church, like they don't even understand that. Like they think that knowing God is just like, you know, You ever heard of God? Yeah, you believe in God?
Believe in him. That's how you know.
Like almost anybody that's what an atheist believes that there is no God, right?
Mm-hmm.
Someone who's agnostic is kind of like, I don't know, I can't say one way or another. Everybody else is, oh yeah, there's a God. Yeah, there's a God, you know, there's the God of church, right? And then, you know, Islam thinks that they worship the same God, you understand? That there are people who believe that all the gods are the same God, no matter what you call it, right? You know how they call it?
Right.
You know, Egyptology, they think the sun is God. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
and the woman is God. You know, all these, and again, like it's terrible. You know what I mean? To think that that's the extent of knowing God is to just acknowledge that there is a God. Okay, you know him. Check the box. You good to go. I guess you're, you know, what they would consider heaven bound.
Right.
You know God. Good for you. That's
Right.
it. We just ain't talk about that. The demand is much higher. You understand?
Okay.
The requirement is so much more serious.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And it ain't talking about knowing like that, like you've heard of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you know June Bond? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you know Black?
Right.
Y'all heard it. Name rings a bell. Like that's what that ain't talking about that. It's talking about knowing like you really like you know what he's about? Are y'all on the same team? Do you work for him? Is he your boss? Is he your head? Is he your superior? You understand? Do you answer to him? Do you obey him? That's what it's talking about.
Right.
And you'll know if a man obeys God or not by the second part of that scripture.
Right. That's heavy. That's heavy. Let's read that again. Chapter verse 3. Let's do it again.
Verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
And hereby we do know that we know him.
If we have our own personal relationship with him. Read.
If we keep his commandments.
If we just know that he died for everybody, we believe in him. Read.
Verse 4.
If we keep his commandments. You understand me? We have to keep his commandments. That's what it's about. Read. We can go to 4.
Verse 4. He that saith, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments.
That's your pastor, you understand me? He just say he know him. Oh, he know God, but guess what? He's gonna commit that adultery. You understand me? He's gonna tell that man to leave. He's gonna tell that woman to leave that man. You understand me? He's gonna do all the drugs that come out the earth. You know what I mean? That's on the street corner. You understand me? He's gonna eat every pork sandwich that they make for Sunday dinner. You know what I mean? He says he knows the Lord, but he does not keep these commandments. You understand? Read.
Is a liar.
He is a liar. Your pastor is a liar.
That's right.
He does not know the Lord. He does not know the Most High. He does not know nothing. He does not know the Bible. And if he does know, he just chooses not to share it with his congregation. I guess maybe he wants to keep it for himself or something, but sir.
Pastors know Satan.
Right.
They all know Satan.
God.
They real tight with Satan, whether they know it or not. You understand?
Okay. Yeah, knowing knows how, knowing Yahweh is keeping these commandments. You understand me? They don't keep the least of the commandments as you should do, but they know so much about God. Okay.
And I love how simple it's stated. Like it's not even like a long laundry list of, you know what I'm saying, instructions. Like it's one criteria. Like it's one criteria. Like the Bible says, "Enter ye at the straight gate," man. Like it's a very linear way to do this. You understand? And that's why the ISUPK is, not affiliated with any other organizations that do anything outside of what we do. Right. If they aren't in here in the ISUPK putting in bricks and taking orders, you understand, under Command and General Yohana, then they are doing something else. You know what I mean? Like, hey, and that's not how it is. It is one way to do this, man. It's one way. It's very simple. It's very simply put.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. You were getting scammed by your pastor. You understand? Because you're getting that telephone scam. They want to call you, tell you about your insurance in your car, or your warranty going up. You understand me? Because these commandments is an important thing to the Most High. You understand me? For him to sit there and tell you You don't have to keep all the commandments, but you see in this Bible right here that that's a major thing to the Most High, keeping these commandments. So how would they be done away with? When he specifically let people know that this is a important thing to me, I want you to keep those commandments. I do not want you to be worshiping these pagan holidays. You understand me? He didn't make these dumb holidays. Them holidays is not in your Bible. It's not in the Old Testament. They're not in the New Testament. They're not in the King James Version. They're not in the NIT version. Like, those holidays are not in any version. You understand me? But your pastor's going to have you celebrating Christmas. He's going to have you celebrating birthdays, and he wants all the gifts on his birthday. You understand me? He's leading you astray, and that's why he causes his followers to err. You understand me? He causes them to be, the Most High not be with them, where even their prayers are an abomination to the Most High. You understand me? Read.
And the truth is not in him.
The truth is not in your pastor. The truth is not in him. You know what the truth is? In the ISUPK under Command General Yohana. You understand me? That's where you can find the truth. You can get in class at ISUPK.com. You understand me? Find the class closest to you. You understand me? Read.
Verse 5. But whoso keepeth his word,
In
him verily is the love of God perfected.
The love of God perfected. You understand me? Keeping them laws. You understand me? And read.
Hereby know we that are in him.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you know you with the Most High. Let
me reread.
Read it again, boy.
Hereby know we that we are in him.
Yeah, we are in him, you understand me? And we are in him, you understand me? We are his seed, you understand me? We're going to go to 1 John 3 and 4 after that. But keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments are an important thing, you understand me? It's a big thing going to be brushed off to the side like it's something you don't need. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's crust on a sandwich. No, you need that whole thing, you understand me? Not some of it. We need all of it. It's the seed and to be righteous in the Most High's eyes, you understand me? That's why you're not getting blessed, not slocky. That's the too Christian. That sounds real Christian. But, sir?
Okay, that's your point.
Oh, no, that was my point.
No, I was just going to say, like, I mean, again, and what we just really need to just wrap our head around is it's about obedience, man. Our Father gave us instructions. Obey them.
Okay.
It ain't enough for you to debate what you should and shouldn't do, whether it's a fair or unfair expectation, whether you think you know better or just obey. Like, he's interested in obedience, man. That's it. It's simple.
Right.
Obey him. Now you can, it's easy to check yourself when you put it in that perspective. Because it's like, okay, he said don't eat shrimp, crab, and lobster. So what you gonna do? Like, try to justify eating shrimp, crab, and lobster? You know what I'm saying? We gonna talk about, like, what? Everybody else is eating shrimp, crab? Like, reasons to be disobedient? Just be obedient, man. You're not going, look, it ain't hard. The Bible says his laws are not grievous, man. It's not that big a deal.
Right.
But when you're a spoiled brat, when you've been taught that you can always have it your way, it gets hard to follow some instructions. You understand? It gets hard to be obedient to what someone else tells you, which is what we've become. And as you become Commander General Yohana, you get in with your brothers and sisters, man. The brotherhood and sisterhood will get you to learn obedience, man. You understand? And it takes strength. And that's what the brotherhood and sisterhood's about. You understand? You have help, you know what I mean, to fight these demons. You understand? You got brothers and sisters fighting these demons with you, man. That demon of disobedience, rebelliousness. You understand? You can grow up. You can learn to be an adult in here. You know what I'm saying? The ISUPK will teach you how to be a grown man and a grown woman and stop being children that are just spoiled brats. You understand? That's all.
Yeah, like that's happy. You understand me? Like, is there unrighteousness with God? You understand me? Like, the Most High, God forbid, the Most High, this is for your understanding, for your learning, for your safety. You understand me? It's not up for debate. It is an order. It's not up for debate. It's not for you to say, well, that's not fair. Well, no, life isn't fair. You understand me? And it's going to keep not being fair until you get back to these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. You got 1 John 3 and 4.
It's like what you just said, because like, you know, in school, I guess even in different little situations when you're a kid, there's this game called Simon Says. You familiar with that? Now, I mean, we want to play the game called Simon Says. Here's the rules. Simon says something, you do it. They say something without saying that was something Simon says, you don't do it. So you strive to win that game by being very obedient to what Simon says.
Right.
Now, Simon says, put your finger on your nose. You don't sit there and debate whether or not it makes sense for you to put your finger on your nose, do you?
Right.
No, Simon said it, so I do it.
Right.
We got to get a Simon says about us when it comes to the Most High.
You
You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to pick and nitpick and whether or not this makes sense or not make sense, with our childish minds, we don't understand how not eating shrimp, crab, and lobster,
Right.
you know, can save us and protect us. How not worshiping these other gods can save us and protect us.
Right.
How, you know what I mean, not joining these other nations can save us and protect us. Even if we can't wrap our heads around how that is beneficial to us as a nation,
Mm-hmm.
just do it because God says so. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, win this game of the Most High says. Win it.
Mm-hmm.
Play it.
It's heavy, you know what I mean? Yahweh says don't eat shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster. You understand me? Yahweh said there should be no whores of the daughters of Israel. You understand me? Like, yeah, it's not hard to do. You understand me? He says do it, and that's what it's going to work out. You understand me? It's in the best interest to follow. You understand me? If you want to win this game of life, you understand me? You know what happened? Oh, you know you can sit down and you don't do it, right? Simon says you get sat down, you don't complete that order. Oh, go sit down. The Most High will sit you down. You understand me?
It's like it's a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing. And Simon says you just sit out the game. In this game of life, you die. You die. Your family dies.
Right.
Your family is destroyed. You understand? Like, the stakes are so much higher.
Right.
And we're not even in the game. We sleep. You understand? We're not even listening to the instructions. We listening to what T.D. Jake says. We listening to what Creflo Dollar says. We listening to what Jamal Bryant says. We listen to what Elijah Muhammad says. You know what I'm saying? Or what's the brother, the Rastafarian dude? He whatever. Buddha says. You know what I'm saying? What Shiva says.
Right.
You know, listening to all these other what Donald Trump says and what Obama says and what your grandma says. You gotta listen to what the Most High says, man.
Right. Now we moved them to do that. We didn't, as a people, we didn't got too comfortable with failure. We didn't got too comfortable with losing. You know that team who at first they have high hopes, but eventually they lose 10 seasons straight, and eventually guess what? They're used to losing. They know they're gonna lose, and they're on the sideline having the time of their life. They're on the sideline celebrating all that because they're losing. They're used to losing, so it's the normal for them. No, black man, Hispanic man, and so-called Native man get tired of losing. You understand me? You get mad when you lose. You understand me? Get back to these laws, statutes, commandments, and stop losing. You understand me? Let's get we're gonna show. We're gonna see. We did let's get Revelations. Let's see. I'm gonna do Deuteronomy first. 4 and 6. Let's get Deuteronomy 4 and 6 real quick. I'm gonna bring out maybe 2 more scriptures. Deuteronomy 4 and 6. You got it. Let me. You can read when you get it.
Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
Keep therefore and do them.
Keep therefore and do them. You understand me? And what do you think that's it is he referring to? The commandments. Read.
For this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations.
So this is your wisdom and your understanding. Like, you know what I mean? This is your learning. This is how you know about things. That's how you understand things. That's how you move a little different. That's how you move real righteously in the sight of other heathen nations who just do what they want to do and do, you know what I mean, and die fast and do all that other stuff that they're gonna do. We won't do that. You understand? We should get back to these law, statutes, and commandments. Read.
Which shall hear all these statutes
and
say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
And that's in the sight of the other nations. You understand me? After that, we're gonna get the Revelation. The last scripture we're going with Revelations 22 and 14. You understand? Yeah, but don't ever let your pastor tell you that these laws, statutes, and commandments are done away with. You understand me? Because the Most High never said that. Yahweh never said that. You know what I mean? Isaiah never said that. The book of John never said that. You understand me? Nobody said that but your pastor. And he eats pork and gets PPP loans. You understand me? Don't listen to him. Agree?
Revelation chapter 22, verse 14.
And this is Revelation. This is the book of Revelations, okay? Like, this is the last book in the Bible. You understand me? Read.
Blessed are they that do his commandments.
What did he say there? Hold on. This is the last book of the Bible. The law, statutes, and commandments are done away with, right? As they say. Read it again.
Blessed are they that do his commandments.
Blessed are they that do his commandments. Blessed are they who doesn't murder their brother. You understand me? Blessed are they who doesn't commit adultery with the next man's wife and get gunned down. You know? Blessed are they who are not a damn drug addict. You understand me? And destroys his whole family. Read.
That they may have right to the tree of life. And may enter through the gates into the city.
And may enter into the gates of the city. You understand me? Keeping these laws, statutes, commandments is vital. You understand me? Keeping these laws, statutes, commandments is important. Don't let your pastor tell you that you don't have to obey these laws, statutes, commandments. Because you've seen here and heard here today where they are absolutely relevant. You understand me? And they are not in no shape, form, or fashion done away with. You understand me? They are still alive and breathing. You know, that is the breath of life. You understand me? Obeying these laws, statutes, and commandments is the breath of life. You understand me? That will help you live. You understand me? It'll set you up higher than other nations. You understand me? In the eye of other nations, you can think, oh, it's a bad boy. You understand me? Like, ooh, that brother has some decorum to him. You know, that brother has discipline. You understand me? That brother is a soldier. You understand me? That brother is in the UPK and the Command General Yohana. You understand me? And them brothers, those some bad brothers in there. You understand me? But with that, I'm gonna go ahead to Wowzer. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and pass the class off to Officer Aisha Olive.
All right, ISUPK security announcements. We're the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commanding General Yohana. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to the brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18:21 and Malachi 3:8 through 10. Ma'ashera means tenth in Hebrew. You understand? 10% of any increase that the Lord gives you. Give to the Treasury Department or the teacher. Priest fund, which is a free will offering for the priest, is not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming holy convocations. We have the memorial blowing of the trumpets coming up September 25th. You understand, at sundown. We also have the Day of Atonement coming up, I believe, October 5th. You understand? We got the Harlem Cookout coming up next weekend, I believe the 27th and the 28th. You know what I'm saying? Got the speaking in Times Square with Commander General Yohana at 3 o'clock. And then on Sunday will be the barbecue at Marcus Garvey Park. You understand? If you want more information, just go online, isupk.com. And we got all that there for you, all right? So we're going to give a courtesy salute to the teacher, men of Israel, Amadim, which means stand. Amadim Shabbat, Amadim, Barak, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shabarakatah,
Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shabarakatah,
Yad Yamatah. Going to give a courtesy salute to the sisters, Amadim, men of Israel, Sar, which means turn. Men of Israel, Amadim Shabbat, Amadim, Barak, Yahweh Shamar Alatan Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shamar Alathan Barasham Yahushai.
Yad Yom Matah. Class dismissed.